I think we're slowly figuring out how to, I don't know if it's kind of synergy. Everyone always says synergy, but I feel like that's just a buzzword that a lot of people use. And most of it's just about figuring out how to mix the 5 players that you have together and play cohesively as a unit and make sure everybody's kind of on like the team mindset.
Would you like to sample this one?
Just tell a troll, dude.
I think you.
I feel like all the working people are gonna walk by, they're gonna see that, and then they're gonna look in here, and they're gonna be like, wait, they don't look as good, you know?
Then that's a beauty of Photoshop. But that's the same stuff when you watch Roger's video. You know, we look cool and stuff, but in reality, some of us are dumbass. You know.
All of us are dumbass. It's just a picture of like the team. We're all just sitting there, like in our like.
Are you planning to change?
On the fucking door.
Yeah, so we're scrimming academy teams, and they're definitely more like wild, I would say, in scrims.
You schedule your scrims 3 weeks in advance, I'm pretty sure. I guess 3 weeks ago, people didn't think we were going to be good scrim partners.
I think we didn't have too great of a reputation coming off the first week of practice. Like, we had a lot of issues with like logistics on our side. So yeah, all in all, week 2 of practice wasn't great, but we had like actually pretty good results, or decent results at LCS at least.
I feel like we're getting closer and closer how we want to play as a team and how we want to play each as individual. And it's just helping us from day to day.
Oh shit, they trolled us, by the way.
What? We don't have any room?
We don't have room. Let me go.
No! You have to figure out who's not playing and you take their room.
Wait, do we not have a room?
Can you go to the room?
Yeah,
we don't. Like, let's find Zach.
Cafe, eat there, and talk to Red.
Yeah.
That's probably better.
Yeah. Don't do things you.
And like hardjacking the room, you know?
You can just get fined for that. Go to the cafe, please.
How old are you? Like fucking 12, 13, 14, 15, 20 with the brain of a fucking 6-year-old? Your mental age is just, it's low, you know? It's very low.
It's not preparation anymore. It's just about focusing on your game and don't throwing it.
I mean, I think everyone has to take into account that the name of the team that you're playing on doesn't really matter if you switch all your players. So I think it only matters about the individual build-up of the players on your team, I guess. I don't think TSM is playing like TSM normally would, because I don't think TSM actually knows how they should play together. You know, I don't think they figured that out. I don't think we figured that out.
0-2 record. Many, of course, expected that, but I think the 0-2 is not entirely representative of actually how good they played. They had some very, very close games, especially in their run against Liquid. The first one, the one tank, but Orn doesn't have a lot of ways out of that one. The W pop doesn't matter. One more auto will do him in first. Blood, the power of evil. This could be a gigantic Ornalty by Young to death though, so 5v4 favor of OpTic. If they can get into this fight, Zig's still safe in the back line. The Minty could be running down. Arrow gets one for himself. 2 kills so far to OpTic. He didn't feel bit of that. It was smart. Here comes the re-engage again on the mid lane. Blocked in, loses some damage on the back line, but Mike Young nowhere to go. He's gonna get the kill though. They pick one up, but it's a trade. PoE traded back now. Ooh, it's a Katie for some black right over. In trouble here, Brad. It's for Bjerg. The damage output is there for a kid. He will just barely survive it. GSM backing out, so a sliver of HP on Sejuani, a 4v4 in the back. So Arnie's gonna get forward. The knockup, only 2 actually as they kite around to the side. Oh, the triple hit! They've killed 2 already, making a 3rd. Left alone, what can he even do? He can jump the wall, and a nice backward shot by Mike Young. He has the damage output. The shutdown is through. A full ace for TSM.
And that is gonna do it. TSM should just be able to walk down mid lane here and get their first win of the season.
I felt a little bit pressure on myself. Maybe not team itself, but just me. Because I played against TSM and it's like a huge rival, like a long time. Not like a huge one, but like there's like a long story behind it, right? So I wanted to win, and it was a really close game, which we ended up losing. We got impatient, and I think it's just experience, which lacked in both of these 60-minute games. From all the players on this team, I feel like I have the most or the longest games. Like from my Unicorns of Love and Origin times, where I have like multiple 60 or 70-minute games because we couldn't close out the game, because we are not good enough to close out the game. I got a lot of experience on how to play the game at this point, and a lot of teams or a lot of players who just have 1 or 2 years, they don't have these games. They don't have that experience to go to 60, 70 minutes. How to play, how to react, how you need to be patient, and that like one minor mistake can cost you the game.
Let's go outside actually. Let's get some fresh air. Let's go out.
Let's fucking go.
Losing like a long game obviously is kind of nerve-wracking, and it's never fun anyway, but like there's some ways you could spice it up, I think, and so I think the discussions that we had were just trying to fix our weaknesses, like improve upon like the parts that were identifiable that like we could control. And so one of them was like, yeah, like have more fun while we play. Like if we're playing a really long game, there's really no point in being like a Debbie Downer. I, in particular, was very guilty of that in the NAR versus GP game because I knew I was getting demolished in my 1v1. So we were just talking about like, yeah, if you're behind, talk about your options, talk about how you can contribute to the team winning, as opposed to like bringing people down with like your crappy game state.
What I'm saying is, this is why I don't want Zach.
If you go in the middle, if he goes in the middle, let's go!
Holy shit. They just didn't kill his blocks again.
It's fucking Zach. What?
Wait, he's healing his Roblox. Look at him. He's healing as he flies in.
Arrow, we should all get green hair, and then we can make hashtag green one.
It's actually pretty hype if a pro player got a face tattoo, don't you think? I mean, it'd be kind of retarded, but also pretty hype, right? I think so.
Why don't you do it, I love it?
Well, I do it then.
Why don't you be the one?
You should make it like a dragon, you know, like a dragon.
I don't like that.
Or make like tiers about how many championships you want, you know. Tiers of your opponents. Like prison, you know.
Every time you win, you edit
We were already like 0-3, so I think our mood was like a little better going into the game.
Well, first up, selecting blue side for game 3, it's OpTic. PoE finds one stun for towards himself. PoE though, will get the kill on the stun as Arno dives into the backline with the Cataclysm. Arcadium is trying to find a reset. There's a double kill for the Syndra as Arno goes down. And now finally Arcadium gonna look to make the play. Zig a little too deep. Well, they're after the nose, not quite enough for Turtle. Needs to finish up these kills, but a stun from Syndra is gonna secure yet another one as OpTic. Pick up the delayed triple for the Syndra King. Forced to flash out as PoE wants that Quadra. Not gonna grab it, but that's a massacre. Trying to cut it off, but Arcadian's found Keen already. Isolates him and takes him down. Arno drives straight in, but he's down to Arrow. Just took too much damage on the entry. Turtle. Wild Growth up, gonna try and pick up Power of Evil. Power of Evil just destroys him with the unleashed power. Dick. We're going to claim their first victory of the NALCS season in style. They picked and played their way, and boy did it work out, smashing FlyQuest in this game.
I would just say after the win, it's very weird. It's probably the weirdest feeling win I've ever gotten, you know, because I had some really big, I had some decently big plays in the game where something I did changed the game a lot, and I kind of, you know, carried some parts of the game. And usually after something like that happens in the past, I've been super excited, you know, like my ego gets boosted, stuff like that, you know. And this is the first kind of time where I've won a game like that, and I still felt very, I still felt the pressure, you know. I still feel the pressure now. We're 1-3, you know. I have a goal. I have an individual goal that we're going to be excellent, you know, that we're going to be a playoff team this year. It was like a tiny breath of relief, you know. It was like, all right, well, at least I'm not super mad that we lost, but I'm like, you know, I'm still. We're 1-3, you know, like I don't want to be 1-3. So yeah.